Kartik sessions on the topic of Radha Sunya, the Missing Mercy, which is a 30-day transformative journey through understanding and overcoming Aparadhas. Today is day 23, and today the special topic is the power of devotion and extreme forbearance. And to kick off our session, we'll start with our usual bhajan. Today's bhajan is Doyal Nitai Chaitanya, which will be presented, which will be sung by Her Grace Rashmi Gupta Mataji. So Mataji, please unmute yourself and kindly lead us in the bhajan.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. Please accept my humble obeisances unto the dust of your lotus feet. This bhajan is written by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Mahashay ki Jai. Doyal nitai chaitanya bole nachiri amar man. Doyal nitai chaitanya bole nachiri amar man. Nachiri amar man ore. Nachiri amar man. Doyal nitai chaitanya bole नाचेरे अमर मन दोया निताई चैतन्य बोले नाचेरे अमर मन एमो दोया तो नाई है दोया तो नाई है मार के प्रेम दे मन एमो दोया तो नाई है दोया तो नाई है मार के प्रेम दे मन ओरे अपराध दूर जावे पावे प्रेम धन ओरे अपराध दूर जावे पावे प्रेम धन दोया निताई चैतन्य बोले नाचे रे अमर मन दया निताई चैतन्य बोले नाचे रे अमर मन ओ नामे अपराध विचार तो नहीं है ओ नामे अपराध विचार तो नहीं है ओ नामे अपराध विचार तो नहीं है कृष्ण नाम रुचि हवे गुचि बे बंधन कृष्ण नामे रुचि हवे गुचि बे बंधन तखल कृष्ण नामे रुचि हवे गुचि बे बंधन दोया निताई चैतन्य बोले नाचे रे अमर मन दोया निताई चैतन्य बोले नाचे रे अमर मन कृष्णा नाम में अनुराग तो हवे हे कृष्णा नामे अनुराग तो हवे हे कृष्णा नामे अनुराग तो हवे हे अनायासे सफल हवे जीविर जीवन अनायासे सफल हवे जीविर जीवन दोया निताई चैतन्य बोले नाचे रे अमर मन दोया निताई चैतन्य बोले नाचे रे अमर मन नाचे रे अमर मन नाचे नाचे रे अमर मन दया निताई चैतन्य बोले नाचे रे अमर मन कृष्णा रति बिना जीवन तो मीठे है कृष्णा रति बिना जीवन तो मीठे है कृष्णा रति बिना जीवन तो मीठे है शेष वृंदावनी राधा श्यामिर पावे दर्शन वृंदावनी राधा श्यामिर पावे दर्शन शेष वृंदावनी राधा श्यामेर पावे दर्शन जब गौर कृपा हले है गौर कृपा हले है गौर कृपा हले है जब गौर कृपा हले है दोयाल निताई चैतन्य बोले नाचे रे अमर मन दोयाल निताई चैतन्य बोले नाचे रे अमर मन 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम रामा हरे हरे दोयाल निताई चैतन्य बोल नाचे रे अमर मन दोयाल निताई चैतन्य बोल नाचे रे अमर मन जय प्रभुपादा 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 जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. So let us see for this beautiful translation of this beautiful bhajan, chanting the holy name Doyal Nitai Chaitanya. Oh my mind, please dance. Oh my mind, please dance. Oh my mind, please dance. Oh, such a merciful personality as Nityananda Prabhu is not to be found anywhere. He suffers a beating from Jagai and Madai and still gives the love of God. Oh, when your offenses are being vanquished, you will obtain the treasure of love of God. But in these names of Chaitanya and Nitai, there is no consideration of offenses. Once you have a taste for the holy name of Krishna, bondage to this world will come to an end. Oh, when there is attachment to the holy name of Krishna, the life of a living being very easily becomes successful. Oh, without offenses, without affection for Krishna, life is simply useless. At the end of life, you will obtain the beautiful vision of Radha and Shyam in Vrindavan. But only when the mercy of Lord Gauranga is first received. Oh, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam to everybody. Vancha Kaltarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyayurcha Patita Nam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Ratnani Mataji. Please forgive me for addressing you by your legal name rather than this name. I hadn't known it was the same person. Thank you for your beautiful bhajan. We thank also the Acharyas Bhaktivinoda Thakur for the very beautiful bhajan. And we also thank Shri Gurudev for being with us. We'd like to humbly ask him to share with us today's lecture, today's realizations, based on Radha Sunya, the book by Srila Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj. Shri Gurudev, welcome.
What to do? What should I do now?
It is at your will, Gurudev. You may lead Kirtan.
Okay, thank you. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Swami Name Namah Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanande Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravanita Harini Nirvisesa Sunya Pasachari Satari Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Navad Pasta Sadhisadeni Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sadeta Tadadara Sivasai Gauranga Kari Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sadeta Tadadara Sivasai Gauranga Kari Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sivasari Gaura Bhakta Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sivasari Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada Guru Deva Naya Guru Deva Guru Deva Naya Guru Deva Naya Guru Deva Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Jai Gurudeva, Jai Gora Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Nita Gora Hari Om, Nita Gora Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Gora Hari Om. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Paribhajagacharya Astutarasta Sisimadhi Divine Grace ISKCON founder Acharya Jagadguru A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajagacharya Astutarasita Sisimadhi Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Anand Godi Vaishnav ki jai, Namacharya Srila Haridasa Kuru ki jai. Prem Goshi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shanku Radhaku Giri Gauravan ki jai. Vrindavan ki jai. Mathura ki jai. Navati Mayapur ki jai. Jagannath Purudam ki jai, Jagannath Balade Subhata Divi Sudarshan Chakra ki jai. Yamuna Maya ki jai, Ganges Maya ki jai, Tulasi Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Pramanandi. All glory to Sambhu devotees. All glory to Sambhu devotees. All glory to Sambhu devotees. All glory to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Hari Hari Bo. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pita Gotala Shimati Pati Tridasham Namaste. Krishna Padaya Prabhupada Shitan Mani Sri Gaura Karana Sakti Bhakti Tirtich. Om Gyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshulamitam Tasmai Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Tati Swapadantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Sadjatam Sarvana Ragunatam Vitam Sajivam Sadhuitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devan Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagunu Lalita Sri Visakantam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Sute Tapta Kanchana Gurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisavani Sute Devi Pramukmi Hari Priya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj ki jai. His founder Chair Jagat Guru A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Radha Sunya ki jai. Gaura Bhakti Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Radha Sunya. The missing mercy. Because we don't want to miss the mercy, we have been trying to understand how dangerous Aparadhas is and the techniques how to avoid these things so we can make advancement in our Christian consciousness. Therefore, day 23, we were looking at the power of devotion and extreme forbearance. How powerful devotion is and extreme forbearance. This is our focus for today. In this holy month of Kartik and entering gradually into Bhishma Panchaka. Hadibu. Ramanujacharya and King Kolutunga. There was a great Acharya in the Vaishnava lineage, Ramanujacharya, who was an eternal associate of Krishna and extremely potent and powerful. King Kolutunga I, whose capital was in Kanchipuram, and whose dominion included Sri Ranga, the temple where Ramanuja Acharya was especially influential, became very disturbed and envious of Ramanuja Acharya. King Kulutunga was a follower of Lord Shiva. And unfortunately, most of followers of Lord Shiva do not care to heed the connection that Shiva has with his own worshipable Lord, the Supreme Godhead Vishnu. Again, this is the problem with so much of religion. A narrow-minded focus that lacks a holistic vision. That is the problem. What? What's the problem? The problem is narrow-minded focus. Only concerned with the rituals without understanding the essence. It lacks a holistic vision. Yes. In South India, in many places. I forgot the name of this place we went last time. When we went to Hosul, yes. Yeah, Mysore, Hosul, when we went there, all the Shiva temple, they put Lord Shiva in the altar, and offensively, as if they are forced to do that. Of course, when one is offensive, one loses intelligence to appreciate the reality. That is part of the danger of being offensive. Once intelligence is taken, and Krishna promised, I will send souls, Bhagavad Gita 16, 20, 21, 19, 20, 21. Because I'll put them into demonic species of life for suffering, not for enjoyment, for suffering. 16, 19, and 20. Asurim Apana. Asurim Apana. So, you see, in these places, they put Lord Shiva in the altar for Durga Devi, the consort, and then they will put Lord Vishnu at the back, behind, not in the altar, outside, on the parikrama part. That is where they will put Lord Vishnu. That is how offensive they are. So, King Kolutunga and many other foolish, offensive people like this, they minimize Lord Vishnu's position. Because they have narrow-minded focus. Therefore, they lack holistic vision. They cannot think properly. They can't see properly. They cannot act properly. That's the result of being offensive. One loses intelligence to know what is right and what is wrong. Your Gita described them to be Asura. They don't know what is right and they don't know what is wrong. They always act foolishly. So they will put Lord Vishnu in the altar, Lord Shiva in the altar, and they put Vishnu behind. It is okay for one to let's say, so to speak, to worship Lord Shiva. That is okay, but why being offensive to Vishnu? To worship Shiva alone is an offense. That is an offense itself. Why do we have to extend that offense to even the gross level of putting Vishnu? Who asked them to put the Vishnu there? If they don't want to worship Vishnu, that is fine. But who forced them to put there? That is the result of the offenses. Made them to become blind. So he wanted to, King Kolutunga wanted to convert Ramanujacharya and his followers into worshippers of Lord Shiva, so that other people will also take to the worship of Lord Shiva. He had two plans. His first idea was to bring Ramanujacharya to an assembly where Ramanujacharya would argue with the king's Saivat Panditas. If Ramanujacharya defeated the Panditas, then the second plan would be to kill Ramanuja. If he were defeated, he would be killed. And if he defeat his Panditas, he will be killed. Either way, that was his plan. This is the problem of being foolish and offensive. One thing is to be a fool. Another thing is to be a foolish rascal. A foolish rascal will establish, not only being a fool, a foolish rascal means what? He's not only a fool, but he will establish his foolishness or her foolishness as the supreme. And he want to force everybody to follow the same way. So Proverbs say fool and rascal. Who is the worshipable deity of Lord Shiva? Whom does Lord Shiva worship? Lord Shiva's deity is Lord Sankarshan. Shiva and Parvati worship Sankarshan. The snake on Lord Shiva's neck, that is Sankarshan. Not just a snake. It's Sankarshan, Lord Sankarshan. Who is Lord Balara? Lord Shiva worship Balara. And their worshippers, the worshipper of Lord Shiva, want everybody, for those who are worshiping Lord Vishnu, those who are worshiping Sankarshan, the master of Lord Shiva, to come and worship Lord Shiva. Just see our foolishness. So the disciples sacrifice. This is a teaching. It's very important teaching. Ramanujacharya had two disciples, Mahapurna, who was actually the disciple of Ramanujacharya and in the position of Ramanujacharya's guru, would serve Ramanujacharya sincerely as though he were a disciple. And Kuresh, who was the initiated disciple of Ramanujacharya. These two devotees, Mahapurna and Kuresh, are very special. Very, very special. They both knew how this king had been duplicitous in the past. When King Kolotunga invited Ramanujacharya to come to his palace for a spiritual discussion, these two loyal followers revealed their suspicions of the king. Kuresh offered to take Ramanuja's cloth and to present himself as Ramanuja. The situation unfolded as they expected. The Panditas gave their argument in favor of Lord Shiva's supremacy, and Kuresh and Mahapurna gave argument showing Lord Vishnu's undeniable supremacy. The two Vaishnavas were repeatedly successful in the debate. The king flew into a rage, imprisoned and tortured them, and finally ordered that their eyes be plucked out. See what is happening? Disciples are using their life to protect the spiritual master, which is very, very dangerous. Mahapurana and Kuresh, they knew that Kolotunga is inviting Ramanujacharya to come so he can kill him. That was his intention. So Mahapurana and Kuresh, they understood the plan. Therefore, they told their spiritual master, don't go there. We will go in your stead. So Kuresh dressed himself like his spiritual master. And Mahapurana, who is serving his spiritual master, and who is serving his, supposed to be his grandmother, as his disciple. Sometimes we have seen this experience. In the Chaitanya Lila, we have experience like this. Govind, yes. So what they understood from the whole thing came out as reality. And then let's see what happened next. Ramanujacharya and King Kolotunga. What is it now? Yes, extraordinary forbearance. This is the point where a disciple is demonstrating his dedication. When we say dedication, we are talking about dedication. A disciple should be selfless and dedicated, a soul, surrendered soul to the spiritual master. These are the devotees who exemplify this. The qualification to be a selfless disciple, a first-class disciple, that will be empowered by the spiritual master. Even after being severely beaten, tortured, abused, as well as blinded, when they were presented to the king, Kuresh stated, "May Lord Narayana bless you for allowing me to serve my Guru in this way." Just look at the mentality. He is not angry with this demonic king. He is praying for him. Even the hard-hearted king and his men were awestruck. Yes. Yes. This is a disciple, first-class disciple. This is a first-class disciple. They have been beaten thoroughly, the same way Dhira asked Vidura to be beaten. Beat him until when he's just about to die, then leave him so he would die in pain. Yes, that was the order given by Dhira. The same thing, this king gave the order to Kuresh and Mahapurana. So they beat them severely, they tortured them, abused them, and plucked out their eyes. Yes, physically. But what is the mentality of Kuresh? May Lord Narayan bless you for allowing me to serve my Guru in this way. He is not seeing what has happened. He's not seeing the king. He only seeing his spiritual master. I've sacrificed my life for my spiritual master. That is his pleasure here. We render very mechanical service. I want the whole world to know about it. Guru doesn't like me. Kuresh is thinking like this. This is the mentality of Kuresh. Mahapurana. Is that the mentality? What is the quality of our service that we want the whole world to know about it? And we'll see, even when the Damodara asked Kuresh to go and ask Radha to give him back his Guru's property, when he went, he didn't ask for it. Damodara has to send him back the second time. Go and collect. Take your spiritual masters. Your eyes is Guru's property. Go and take it. It's not your property. It's a disciple. Mahaprabhu was quite elderly and was mortally wounded by the torture. But he died gracefully in Quraysh arms, accepting the suffering as his service to Ramanojaracharya. He spoke his final words to Quraysh. You must go alone to Sri Ranga. For I can tell that the time has now come for me to leave this world. There is nothing to lament over. Just look, just see. For my mind is fixed on Ramanujacharya. Ciao. Yo. And I am longing to be reunited with that great soul. Yes. There's nothing to lament over. For my mind is fixed on Ramanujacharya. And I am longing to be reunited with that great soul. So he's thinking, I am going to meet my Guru there. That is what he's thinking. This is a chance for me now to go and meet my Guru there. He was not thinking, if I'm not a devotee, I wouldn't have this problem. See, I became a devotee, see what is happening to me. I lost my this, I lost my this, I lost my this, I lost my this, I lost this, I lost this, I lost this, because I'm taking to Krishna consciousness. We are lamenting seriously and complaining seriously and angry. When what's that devotee's name? Took initiation from the two thieves. The two thieves. Who surrendered and became a devotee. And the king arrested him after he became a devotee. I just forgot the name. When he was arrested and put in jail, and the king wanted to kill him, the king already pronounced he will be killed. And his father sent a very powerful mystic to go and secretly remove him from the jail without anybody knowing. And this tantric was so powerful that he knew how to dig a tunnel. And from that, he went to the prison without physically being seen. He didn't come openly. He had the mystic power to go and meet this devotee in the jail. And he told him, my father sent me to come and deliver you. I know how to come here. So I came here by mystic power. So take this mantra, chant this mantra, and you will live here without anybody seeing you. The devotee said, I cannot chant Durgani. My Guru has given me a Krishna mantra to chant. I cannot chant any other mantra. So please go back and tell my father that he shouldn't worry. My only concern is the lotus feet of my spiritual master. That is my only concern. I am not seeing my spiritual master lotus feet. That is only concern. I have no problem at all. To be here or to be there, it does not matter. Let me just have the blessing, the shelter of my spiritual master lotus feet. That's all I need. The same we're seeing here. There is nothing to lament over, for my mind is fixed on Ramanujacharya, Jamunacharya. And I'm longing to be reunited with that great soul. I want to. That's all. He's a devotee. He's a devotee. He's a devotee. But a first class disciple. This is a mentality. This is a mood. Ramanuja's compassionate plan. When Ramanujacharya heard what had happened to Krish and Mahapuru, he was overwhelmed with compassion. Yes, compassion. He was overwhelmed with compassion. Compassion is one who is completely selfless and cannot tolerate the pain of others. Compassion. When the Guru have seen the overwhelming and devotion of the disciple, this is the result. So Prabhupada mentioned about Gita 434 purport. The bona fide Guru, they have soft heart by nature. When they see a selfless service from a selfless devotee, their heart will automatically melt and blessing goes automatically to that person. The person, that disciple doesn't need to ask for blessing. The blessing comes automatically. This is what is happening here in practice. Ramanujacharya saw the situation. He was overwhelmed with compassion, contemplating the great trauma these great devotee Vaishnavas had undergone. Ramanujacharya requested Krish to go to Kanchipuram and worship a very special deity named Radha. He stands like this. His hand is like this. And here it is written there, Ma Sucha. Ma Suchaha. Knowing that this deity was extremely powerful and that Krish was pure and dedicated. You see the combination? Yeah, this is a compatibility. It's a compatibility. Yeah, this is compatibility. Yes. Ramanujacharya requested Krish to go to Kanchipuram and worship a very special deity named Aparadhas, knowing that this deity was extremely powerful and Krish was a pure and dedicated devotee. Good combination. By the dedicated and steady worship of this deity, the deity became inclined to speak to Krish and offered to give him whatever he wanted as a way of reciprocating Krish's devotion and service. Normally, we understand that a pure Vaishnava is not interested in boons. They only want to serve Krishna and never forget Krishna. But Krishna was ready to accept the boon. Right? Going internal through reflection. Quraysh, for the first time, the deity came and asked, what can I do to you? He said, there's nothing. I'm just happy to see you. I'm just happy. So the deity went back. And Quraysh came back to meet Ramanuja's chariot. Ramanuja said, what happened? The deity did not come to you? He said, yeah, the deity came. He didn't ask Gurudev. Gurudev. He couldn't he couldn't speak. Ramanujacharya said, you must go back. This time you must go back. Serve the deity, and the deity will come and ask you. Tell the deity that you lost some time back, you lost your guru's two properties of your guru there. You want it back for your guru. Not you. It is not you. It is your guru's property. That is the relationship. That relationship. A bona fide, selfless, surrendered soul is the property, completely the property of the spiritual master. So, Ramanuja said, your two eyes is your guru's property. Tell the deity to return it, their guru wants it back. This is not advice, this is an order. So he went back, and the deities came. It is then he repeated what the Guru said. The Guru is ordering. For himself, he doesn't. But the Guru said, give me back my property. And Kuresh, he replied, some time back, I lost my Guru's property. There are two properties. And my Guru said, I should ask you to please return it because you still need them in his service. And Lord Baradara returned back his two eyes. We should learn from this. Return back the two eyes. Going internal through reflections. The interior reality of love. 10 minutes. This story is very powerful. It teaches that the power of devotion, love, and extreme forbearance is greater than any deviation, even to the point of humbly accepting an assault. Oh, personal reflection. Have I ever seen suffering as an opportunity to accept my spiritual master? I doubt. Otherwise, we will not be complaining this, that, they don't like me, they do me like this, they mistreated me, they push me away. All kinds of nonsense we talk. Yeah. Oh, Guru doesn't listen to me. Only listen to this. Only these people. Guru cannot listen to me because of these people. That means that the Guru is so useless that a disciple is influencing him. He doesn't have any right. He cannot decide anything. He's just foolishly sitting there, and whatever they come to tell him, he accepts. That's our devotion. Personal reflection. What does grace response teach me about maintaining Christian consciousness through trials? So we have our discussion here. How can we distinguish between healthy forbearance and enabling abuse? Hari Hari Bol. Wish you a successful discussion, deep deliberation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Shila Gurudev. Thank you. Thank you for staying with us. So we will break out into groups and we will share reflections on what we've had so far, what we've read so far. That will be quite automatic. The tech team is doing that in the background. And then the leaders, the representatives will be chosen or have already been chosen within the groups. And we will come back in 10 minutes to share these reflections. So we wish you a nice time and a very open mind, filled with intelligence to sort of contemplate nicely so that we can share and get from each other. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome back. Yes, we are having some devotees raising their hands. We hope we had a successful session. So we'll begin with Pratik Prabhu. Please, you can unmute yourself and kindly share what your group got from this.
Hare Krishna, you should go ahead. Please accept my humble and respectful obeisances that you notice. So, the
Thank you.
reflections we had from our group was on the first question. I start with my own reflection first. It comes up that no, I have never seen this until this point. I think it was also a reflection of one more devotee that until this point, we haven't seen that suffering should be considered as an opportunity to serve our spiritual master. Rather, we were only contemplating the other way around, as to how should we get rid of the suffering quickly, or why is Krishna giving us suffering? Because even though we are doing bhakti or devotion, chanting our rounds, listening to kathas, sessions, and etc. etc. So that was the reflection from some of us. Other reflection was that sufferings comes to us, we tend to become very afraid and we begin to lament. But when suffering comes to us, we should also consider this as an opportunity to serve. So even, I mean, to an extent that it might be that we may have to leave our lives as well, which was the example showcased in the recent discussion, and it will only help us purify our consciousness. One more thing is, through the sufferings, we were trying to fight back and coming out of the sufferings. There was one Prabhuji who said that because of the position that we get through Gurudev, they had some sufferings coming through some devotees, but then they tried to fight back against those sufferings. However, when they approach you, Gurudev, you kind of chastise them as well and also guided them that they, in a way that they were able to come out through the sufferings. So that was the reflection on the first point. On the second point, the reflection is we should have the lesson for us is that we should come out of our comfort zone in order to please our spiritual master, which we can consider as an opportunity to progress. Going through trials successfully will help us getting blessings from Guru in a way that he will reveal Krishna to us and their secret pastimes. Another reflection was it teaches us that whatever comes to us as part of our life, we should consider it as an opportunity to serve the Guru or the devotee and help us maintain our Krishna consciousness in a more steady manner. So these are the reflections, Gurudev. We were not able to discuss on the discussion aspect, so forgive me for that.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank all of you for your deliberation. Yeah.
Thank you, Pratik Prabhu. We'll have Prashant Prabhu. Next, please unmute yourself and share with us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear Srila Gurudev. Please accept my most humble obeisances unto the dust of your divine lotus feet. Gurudev, in the discussions, we found that devotees sharing, especially for the first question, they mentioned that with Gurudeva in their life, there is no suffering. There has been some sufferings previously, but as of now, there is sometimes there is a bit of austerity, but we have not gotten this great opportunity to suffer in the service of our beloved spiritual master. One of the devotee also mentioned an example of taking care of an ailing member in their family, whom they are serving with great love and affection, dedication. But again, that is they specified that is not a suffering. And to the second question about what does Quresa's response teach us, it teaches us, patience and perseverance. It also teaches us that everything is Gurudeva's property, and before even approaching the Lord, we have to keep Gurudeva first. Just as you taught us, Gurudev, about the Ramanujacharya's example. So devotees have been sharing about this point that everything is Gurudeva's property. And regarding the discussion point, we discussed and found that when there is a healthy forbearance, our consciousness and services that we do, that we are engaged in, will not get affected. We will be able to continue the services nicely in Krishna conscious mood. But on the other hand, if it is some sort of abuse, then it will reflect into our consciousness and services. And one more point is the healthy forbearance will bring us closer to our spiritual master and ultimately to Krishna. And these are the certain points we discussed, Srila Gurudev.
I will thank all of you
Hare
for
Krishna.
your deliberation.
Thank you, Prashant Prabhu and your group. Now we'll have Brahmani Mataji. You can kindly unmute yourself and share with us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. Please accept our most humble obeisances unto you to speak.
Hare Krishna.
So we've come to certain points together, which are some devotees share that she understands that protecting her body, that is her instrument of devotional service, is the limit she has for her tolerance for abuse. So she understood that by protecting her body and her mind, if she doesn't do so, she might lose the opportunity to serve Krishna. So this is how she found her balance. Then another devotee shared that she's able to tolerate suffering as a medium of service to spiritual master, but when she faces negative feelings, she falls into lamentation amidst her suffering. But Kuresh's response shows her, in her personal view, how distant she is from true rendition to Krishna and Guru. Another devotee shared that she tries to accept what others impose onto her, but sometimes she notices that it was far too much of acceptance and that started to damage her. So she would like to learn how to be able to distinguish those limits. Another devotee said that she's able to tolerate as well the sufferings, but many times she realizes that it is actually abuse. So when she sees someone doing something unfair to a vulnerable person, like a child, for example, it's very hard for her to have tolerance and understand that she cannot touch the topic or act. So another devotee also shared that she notices that when she's doing something that goes far from service to her spiritual master, and she doesn't feel enthusiasm, this is when she knows that is no longer tolerance or forbearance. So she questions herself. And when she cannot see that as a service to her spiritual master, she feels either anger or sadness, depending on the situation. Another devotee shared that she feels peaceful in connection to these, to that forbearance, but that her suffering could be a direct service to her spiritual master. So that makes her feel good. And another devotee shared that when the exhaustion and frustration comes simply to us, we can accept that and we can use that as an offering. But when that harms other people, that's where we need to act. That's where we should not tolerate. So in regards to if we have used serving as an opportunity, yes, some of us have, and some of us still haven't experienced that. And we understood from Koresha's response that either we are very far, but it also teaches us that being able to see ourselves as instruments of our Guru's service is the most important point to be able to have strong Krishna consciousness in trials. So, and the distinguishing comes from either feeling enthusiasm or falling into possible offenses. Hare Krishna Gurudev. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, all of you, for your wonderful deliberation. That's very nice.
Thank you, Mataji. So we'll have Aman Prabhu. You can please unmute yourself and kindly share with us the reflections from your group.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev, Dandavad Pranam. Srila Gurudev, regarding the first question, one of the devotee mentioned that the sufferings in her life led to the appearance of Guru and Krishna in her life. Because of some unwanted situations, she chose this path. And many a times we are so much covered in our problems that we forget about the solution. Our attention does not move towards the solution, towards remembrance of the teachings that we have heard through all these lectures, which is so unfortunate. And of late, we have started realizing this, that since Krishna is the cause of all causes, then if there is any suffering, it is given to us by him only. For regarding the second question about Kudes's response, many devotees in our group remembered the sacrifice of Srila Prabhupada for his Guru Maharaj, and many devotees remembered the two famous Russian devotees, Sarvabhaum Prabhuji and Sachisuta Prabhuji, for the service in the mission of Srila Prabhupada. And they also, what further things that we can learn is our tolerance, and in our good times, we should try to develop the qualities which will help us in these apparently bad times. So, and regarding the last discussion point, healthy forbearance, we can identify healthy forbearance by following parameters. If we are able to develop some spiritual qualities, these forbearance is taking us closer to the process, and motive behind enduring such pain or tolerating is pleasure of Guru and Krishna. Thank you so much, Radha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank all of you. Yeah, celebration.
Thank you, Aman Prabhu. We will have another representative, Jagan Nivas Prabhu. You can kindly share with us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna.
So for the first question, to accept such challenges in our life to serve Guru, it is not easy. Sometimes we are able to do it, sometimes not. It depends on the consciousness and that we are having when such opportunities come in our life. So our consciousness will be able to see challenges as opportunities for purification, and we will be able to do that if we are able to understand that if we follow the instructions of the spiritual master, we will have a strong foundation in order to support suffering. We have to see suffering also as a test of surrendering. So in this way, we will be able to put ourselves into the situation where we can see these challenges as an opportunity to offer our Guru Maharaj our consciousness in the way on how we behave. Regarding the second question, the second point about the life of a devotee who can go to such an extent, we have to understand that we have to purify ourselves, ready to do sacrifices, to be more humble. Personally, I remember Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj past time where he was in the prison in Russia, and where he was given the opportunity to be free if he was accept the condition of being with a woman. because the woman was the key master, and she said, if you stay with me this night, we are alone, then I will set you free. And Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj said, I'm never alone, I'm always with my spiritual master. And then regarding the discussion, many of the devotees were not able to distinguish which is the thin line between forbearance and abuse. So normally we can see that when we fall into the abuse, we forget Vaishnava qualities under the pressure of the situations. So when we respond or react in a negative way, either at that moment or after time pass, and that situation still giving us a bad remembrance and a bad reaction and outcoming, then we will know for sure that we are on the negative side. And when we speak about forbearance, then we are able to come out with positive reactions, and like Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj used to say, it's a win-win reaction. Thank you.
Haribo, thank you very much for sharing the deliberation. Very good.
Thank you so much, everybody who has participated in that session and the representatives for sharing with us. So we'll move ahead now. Srila Gurudev, you may kindly lead us into the next section.
All right. The ultimate forgiveness. Before we continue, just stay for a while. Before we continue, so the many devotees like Jagannatha Prabhu said, we are not able to distinguish. I told you, just stay where you are. That's what I said. Just stay where we are. So I'll just continue from here. I don't have to wait for you when I finish what I want to say. Now you have come back. Did you hear what I said? I told you, just stay here. That's what I said. When I finish, I'll just continue. There is a great difference between humility and foolishness. And also forbearance and abuse. they are completely different things. Humility is a spiritual quality. It is 100% different from being foolish. So forbearance is a wonderful quality, not a mundane quality. See, you cannot compare them. Here we saw that Kulotunga wanted to kill Manujacharya. He wanted him to meet with his scholars, and if he defeat them, they'll kill him. If they defeat him, they also kill him. That was his plan. An abuse is different. An abuse is something that someone is using me for his or her gratification. That is a different thing. But this is a plot by somebody trying to attack. So they went to face the debate. So this is a plan. An abuse, if I'm misusing someone for my selfish ends, and I'm exploiting a devotee, that's a different thing. I'm exploiting a devotee, that's a different thing. So it is not. It is not that one is very foolish, and someone is putting hand in their eye. So I'm very, very humble. I'm very, very tolerant. Okay, this is my eye. You can plug it out. That is not what happened to Kurish and Mahapurna. They were forced to be in such a situation. This was an attack, heavy attack on them. Not like I'm free. Someone want to abuse me, and I just put my eyes in and say I'm tolerant. That is foolishness. That is not tolerance. It's foolishness. So when we are forced in a situation we cannot escape it, that's a different thing. Like what happened to Kurish and the Mahapurna. Okay, the ultimate forgiveness. He asked that the person named Chetrugra, who had agitated King Kolutunga against him and created the situation by which he was blinded and tortured, be delivered from material existence and receive the Lord's mercy. The Lord agreed, but praised him further to receive another boon. Kuresh replied, I pray that King Kolotunga shall be the object of your great mercy. He did not hold a grudge against all those who had tortured him, like we saw with Haridas Thakur. Nor did he try to destroy them. Not only did he forgive them, but he asked that they be given the highest possible benediction. What could the Lord do? The Lord responds to his pure devotee. They were both liberated. So we see Jagan Madai here, delivered by Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Even though they wounded him, he showed them mercy. Right? Nityananda Prabhu is the Supreme Lord. So even though they wounded him, he forgave and delivered them. But if I foolishly, someone want to plug up my eye and I have a chance, you're on a Sankirtan, someone harassing want to plug. If you have chance to run away, you should run away, leave the place. To stand, prove that yes.
Rajeshwari Gurudev, we lost you for a couple of seconds.
Can they move forward? I've not go back now. Can we move forward? You're not hearing me?
Gurudev, we were not hearing you for some time. Mataji has gone to the slide Ramanuja's request.
We have not done this. All right. When Ramanuja had how the deity had reciprocated and how Krish, instead of asking something for himself, had asked for mercy for those who had been great offenders, he was overwhelmed. Ramanuja requested Krish to continue with his puja or service. He sent a message to Krish. Next time you have such a special encounter with the deity, for my sake and on my behalf, you ask Aparadhas to give back your sight. Krish was very pure, loving, and dedicated. And the next time the deity spoke to him, he apologetically prayed, "O most merciful Lord, some time ago, I lost two valuable possessions belonging to my master. By your grace, I would like to recover them this day." The deity, Radha, immediately gave him back his sight. Hari Hari Bol. Krishna consciousness in all circumstances. This story is very powerful. It teaches that the power of devotion, love, and extreme forbearance is greater than any deviation, even to the point of humbly accepting an assault or aparadhas. By such tolerant and saintly behavior, there will always be blessings and growth for the devotee who remains Krishna conscious in spite of the situation. Krishna consciousness means being conscious of Krishna in all circumstances. It doesn't mean we should be Krishna conscious only when it is easy or only when those who like us treat us well. No, it means that we remain connected with Krishna and manifest a loving mood, regardless of whatever else is going on around us, good or bad. Using all situations to become more Krishna conscious. This attitude is neither naive nor an exercise of denial. The interior reality exhibited by creation Mahapurna was powerful love and devotion from the very beginning of the incident. The worst thing that can happen to advanced devotees who are fixed in Krishna consciousness is that they will go back to the spiritual world. Hari Hari Bol. So we see General Bhishmadev is lying on the bed of Arrows here, and the five Pandavas, including Lord Krishna, is also here to bid him farewell, going back home, back to Godhead. That's what will happen to devotee. Go back to Godhead. What else? And where else will a devotee go? A pure devotee who has sacrificed everything for Krishna will never go anywhere but Krishna. That's all. All right? Realization through contemplation. Continue your notebook for today's focus on extreme forbearance. Think of sufferings you have experienced in Krishna consciousness. Suffering one, blah, blah, blah. Standard view. This was unfair. They wronged me. I'm a victim. Kure's view. This allowed me to serve my Guru. Reframe it. What if this suffering was actually service? Who did I serve through this suffering? My Guru, by enduring for his mission, for Krishna, by remaining conscious through pain. Future devotees, by showing how to tolerate. Do this a few times. Right. If I saw my sufferings as service instead of victimhood, I will. Very nice. Very nice. Food for thought. Parting meditation. Daily affirmation. The power of devotion, love, and extreme forbearance is greater than any deviation. Haribo. His Holiness Bhakti Samhara ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gora Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. powerful.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Srila Gurudev. Thank you, Tech Team, for sharing with us. And thank you, everyone, for being with us the whole time. So it's question time, comment time. If you have some reflections as well, you can share them at this time. So we have a few hands raised. We will start with Shweta Mataji. You can kindly unmute yourself and kindly share your question or realization. Very well. Shweta Mataji. We can see you, but we can't hear you.
Not able to unmute.
Okay. We can hear you now. We can hear you now. Please go on.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, Danvat Pranam, my respectful and humble obeisances all to you. First of all, thank you, Guru Maharaj, for coming in my life. I just wanted to say I have many flaws. I feel as going through classes and in life, I have many aparadhas, many flaws in me. But still, you showered mercy. That is a big thing. So I'm very bad. So I feel. So Guru Maharaj, my question was, you said if someone remains fixed in Krishna consciousness, he is sure go back to Godhead. So fixed in Krishna consciousness means what? I just wanted to know, means doing chanting, doing services, or what? Or all time we have to be Krishna consciousness 24/7. If it is 24/7, how it is possible?
And you put that verse on the board, let everybody see. 10:14:8. Everybody can see this? Tatelu Kampam. It's necessary to recite this. Tatelu Kampam Su Samiksha Mano. Bunjana Eva Atma Kriptam Vipakan. Hit back. Papurbi Vadadhan Namaste. Jivetayo Mukti Pade Sa Dayabak. This is a realization of the Brahma. My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your costless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds, and offering you respectful obeisances with his heart, word, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. Does it answer your question? Srila Swami explains in his commentary that just as a legitimate son has to simply remain alive to gain an inheritance from his father, one who simply remains alive in Christian consciousness following the regulatory principles of Bhakti Yoga automatically becomes eligible to receive the mercy of the personality of Godhead. In other words, he will be promoted to the kingdom of God. Haribo. Does he answer your question?
Shweta Mataji.
Mataji, you've been sent a prompt to unmute. Can you click on that and unmute yourself?
Yeah. I could understand somewhat, not wholly. I will read in.
Please read it. Yes, you read it. So you should read it carefully and read the purport fully.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Next. Haribo.
Okay, thank you, Shweta Mataji. Thank you, Srila Gurudev. And next we'll have Her Grace Anuragini Mataji. You can please.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, I accept my humble obeisance at your divine lotus feet.
Hare Krishna.
So when that suffering situations comes, so the vibration itself, we could realize that it is so much burning sensation. So how to stay in that moment in such situation? To be in Krishna consciousness, transcendental vibration. So sometimes it's like a
if we continue to practice, if we have been practicing nicely, this we have explained many times, the same thing. If we have been practicing nicely, we'll be able to handle the situation nicely. You can never handle the situation nicely if we have not been practicing nicely. We can handle the situation nicely only if we have been practicing nicely before this time. This we have explained many times. We don't have examination before learning. We learn a lesson before the exam. So if we've been practicing nicely, we have the strength to handle things, challenges very nicely. If you don't learn, we don't practice, you can't have the strength to handle any situation nicely. You will be bewildered. Just like when the student didn't listen carefully in the class. When the exam comes, you'll be bewildered. Oh, you'll be counting the ceilings instead of answering. Instead of answering the questions, you'll be counting the ceilings. And before you know, if you completely bewildered, you'll be sweating because you don't know no one questions that is familiar with you. So you'll be sweating. And before you know, 2 hours for the exam period has passed, and the bell is rang. Submit your papers. Time is over. So if we want to handle every situation, then it depends on what we have been practicing before this time. All right?
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Srila Gurudev. Next, we'll have Madhvi Manjari Mataji. Please share with us.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. We tend to go to Supreme Lord first during any situations or in reversals as well. Thinking, I mean, and also like, we think all our senses are managed by him. Rishikesha is Lord's property. This body is given by us as a gift, all that. From today's story, King Kuresha was thinking it's Gurudev's property. I mean, how do we develop our vision to see Gurudev? Because we can't go to Supreme Lord. I mean, we have to go to Supreme Lord through Gurudev. So what's the process and real understanding of this? Please guide.
Process is sadhana bhakti. That's the process. It's not like creation. It's not just like a neophyte devotee. For him to be able to do this, for him to be able to do this, he knew when the message came that Kolotunga is asking for their guru to come. They told Guru, don't go. We know the plan. Don't go. He has planned to kill you. That is what he's requesting for. Don't go there. We will go on your behalf. So, and that is exactly what happened. That was his plan. They knew it before. So, it's not just a common devotee. A common devotee will not do like that. He will not be able to have this ability. Do you understand? So, we have to practice. They are not the only devotees, the two devotees that are not at the other hand. They are not the only two. But why only two of them? Because they are the best. In the class, we mentioned that these are the qualities of a first class devotee. We don't say second or third class. It's the quality of first class. They have practiced to come to this level and they are now acting on their platform because that is their level. If we jump there, we cannot function. First of all, you won't be able to answer their question anyway because you are not studying the scriptures. Second, we will not have the condition or the faith to face them and speak authoritatively and defeat all of them. The intention will not to defeat them, but they have a service to do. They have to represent Krishna. They have to defend Krishna. It is the sacrifice Ramanujacharya and this exalted devotee did that we are enjoying today in our Krishna consciousness. When I went to Melkotri, that was the thing that came to my mind. Deep appreciation for Ramanujacharya. The sacrifice they made for us to enjoy our Krishna consciousness today. They made the sacrifice. Yes. We are hearing this to prepare ourselves to increase our practice and eventually come to this level. Then we can act like that. And that tomorrow, someone will just stand, yeah, I want to represent my guru now. Somebody want to plug my hand, Haribol. Now you can take it. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. They will be lamenting, oh, why do I have to suffer like this in Christian consciousness? But they are on that platform. They said they can act like this. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Next, we'll have Jananda Prabhu. Please unmute yourself. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisances of the dust of your feet, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you.
Guru Maharaj, we just learned that suffering, this is also an aspect of using it to the service of the spiritual master. So,
yes,
referring to the life of Mangalacarana Maharaj, when he was diagnosed that he has cancer, then he refused to take any treatment. He was just on taking water, and finally he left his body. So how we can understand that he used this disease condition, this suffering as a service to his spiritual master. In the same line, we have like Bhakti Maharaj also during COVID time, he went to America and he left his body, and after that there was like a big polemic why he went there. So how to understand this point?
So in Bhakti Sharma, he went there with full consciousness. He knows he was not going to come back. He knows. he has left long time back. You know that he just went foolishly. he was not acting foolishly. He knows what he was doing. He already know, and he made a statement before he left. He will not come back. Everything is planned. It's only Kandama. He know that, okay, the time has come for me to leave. What is the need? Wasting time, wasting money for unnecessarily. What the use of this thing? I better go. After all, you're going to get a different, better service. So better go there. So they are conscious of what they're doing. They didn't live lamenting and, oh, Krishna, why you doing this to me? They didn't feel like that. They consciously left. That is how we should understand their exalted position. It is time to go, so we go. Please. What else? All right.
Thank you, Jayananda Prabhu. Thank you, Srila Gurudev. Next we'll have Krishna Mohini, Gorangi Mataji. And please unmute yourself and kindly share your question, Hare Krishna.
Yes, still muted.
Hare Krishna,
Okay.
please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Gurudev, thank you so much for the wonderful class. So, Gurudev, my question is from Forbearance and Abuse, that how you mentioned the distinction between foolishness and humility, and how you also mentioned that we should not foolishly tolerate someone trying to harm us by plucking our eyes out. So my question is in this regard, that how do we apply this in a situation where avoiding such situations and circumstances are inevitable?
If it is inevitable, that's okay. Like in Koresha's case, it is inevitable. Here they are before the king, and they are in his kingdom, surrounded by his. Before they came in, he already planned his thing. These people, I want to kill him because he is preaching that Vishnu is God, and I don't want it to happen. I want everybody, including Ramanuja, all his followers, to become Lord Shiva's worshippers. That was his plan. She already arranged everything. And if they come here, the idea is that I want to stop Vishnu worship and promote Shiva worship. Either he defeat my conductors or they defeat him, he will be killed because I don't want the message to go. Vishnu to be preached. That was his idea. It's already planned. So they have no alternative. That is the case. If a devotee has, for example, a devotee is sick, so okay, you take treatment. And he are taking treatment, and nothing is working. Please just understand that this is what Krishna wants from us. Just follow that. That's all we need to do. And then we'll be saved. Not that I don't know what to do. They know what to do. They know what to do. And they did it. That is at their position, they're pure devotees. See, if there's no alternative, then you follow that, you accept that, okay, this is Christian's arrangement, that it should be like this. If we try, we'll not succeed anyway. Like Prabhu is talking about Kadama. So he knows that I'm not going to survive. This is already time for me to go. I've seen also the sign. It's time for me to go. So let me just go and not to unnecessarily disturb myself, go and do heavy demonic demo. It's very dangerous. Very dangerous. Better to live than to pass through this thing. And they will increase the problem, not even to cure the problem. They will simply be really demonic. A devotee doesn't waste their time like that. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Matt.
Okay.
So we have one more hand raised. And this is Sharanagati Mataji. You can please unmute yourself and kindly share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Gurudev, मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि जैसे आसक्ति से है मेरा क्वेश्चन। आज के क्लास से क्षमा करिएगा, आज के क्लास से मेरा क्वेश्चन नहीं है। आसक्ति को लेकर के मेरा क्वेश्चन है। तो श्रीला गुरुदेव, जैसे हम घर में डेली सेवा करते हैं, तो हम जैसे घर की क्लीनिंग करते हैं या अपने किचन की क्लीनिंग करते हैं, मंदिर की क्लीनिंग करते हैं, मतलब ऑलमोस्ट सारे घर को अच्छे से रखते हैं, तो क्या ये सब कार्य करना भी एक आसक्ति में आता है? तो वो आसक्ति क्या हमारे आध्यात्मिक जीवन में क्या रुकावट आ सकता है क्या श्रील गुरुदेव? हरे कृष्णा, श्रील गुरुदेव, दंडवत प्रणाम।
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shri Gurudev. Mataji is saying that first of all, she would like for forgiveness because the question is not exactly related from today's class, but she wishes to know that when like she is engaged in her household activities like keeping her house very clean, the question revolves around being attached. So she is very conscious that she has to keep things very tidy, a lot of cleaning and everything, and sometimes it leads to going into a very a loop of just into that cleaning. So she feels this also thinking that, oh, everything has to be very spick and span and clean is also kind of attachment, and will such kind of an attachment to over cleanliness lead to some kind of offense in turn? That is what Mataji wishes to know.
No, to be clean cannot be an offense. It should be clean. All environments should be clean. And if we are very busy cleaning the house and don't clean the heart by chanting, then it is useless. It is useful if we are cleaning outside and cleaning inside. Yes, it should clean inside and clean outside. Sri Sama was teaching that. All the devotees were cleaning inside, they also clean outside. And Chitama was seeing how much we were cleaning, both outside and inside, how much we were doing the cleaning. He was watching every devotee. And devotees who were cleaning very nicely, he will appreciate them and say, you should teach others. And those who are doing very poorly, he say, you are going to pay fine. You are lazy, you pay fine. So in this way, he's encouraging everybody to try. Those who are doing nicely to keep doing, and those who are lazy to move forward. That was going. This is what we should do. We should clean inside and outside. Keep the house, keep our dressing, our clothes, everything very clean. We should also keep our heart very clean. Morality without Krishna consciousness, according to Bhakti, is useless. One may have a gentle behavior, but very, very clean outside, but inside is full of garbages. Bhakti say that is not correct. So please clean inside and now clean outside in a clean environment. Let everywhere inside and outside be sparkling, clean. That is Christian consciousness. Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank Srila Gurudev. We have just about 3 questions in the chat box and one follow-up, I think, from Madhvi Mataji. How many do you think we can take? And also, yes, Jagan Nivas also has a question.
Okay, let's try.
Okay.
I'll
read. Okay. I'll read from the chat box. This is from Her Grace Kamalakshi Mataji. Hare Krishna, Gurudev. Gurudev, as you told in one class, that if anyone does service of Srimati Radharani and please her, then all the offenses he did, Krishna takes on his own and vanquishes all offenses. So, Gurudev, please tell us how we can serve and please Srimati Radharani the most.
You want to please Srimati Radharani, you have to please Krishna. You want to please Krishna, is to serve Krishna as pure devotees. And pure devotees are already given us what we should do. Everything is related. Serve Krishna very nicely, Srimati is very happy. Is to serve Krishna very nicely. We cannot serve Krishna very nicely without serving Krishna's devotees. So if you serve Krishna devotee very nicely, then Radha and Krishna become very pleased. And if you are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, Radha and Krishna become very pleased with us. All right.
Thank you, Srila Gurudev. Thank you, Mataji, for your question. Next, we have Vaishali Mataji, who asked, Hare Krishna Maharaji, Danvat Pranam. Maharaji, what is the very first thing we'll have to develop in us to have this kind of surrender and devotion and love to our Guru and teachers? Kindly guide us, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
The kind of what?
Surrender. Sorry, to develop in us this kind of surrender, devotion, and love for our Guru and teacher. I think she's referring to like what the two acharyas we have read about today. How we can be able to develop such kind of surrender and devotion.
Can you just repeat the whole thing right from the beginning?
Okay. Hare Krishna Maharaj Dandwat Maram. What is the very first thing we'll have
First thing.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Our process in moving forward in Krishna consciousness, we start with the holy name of Krishna. Everything starts from the holy name. From the holy name, we get the form. From the form, we get the qualities. From the qualities, we get all the activities. Everything starts with the name. And the name will reveal everything. So we should put effort into our chanting. And everything will come out nicely. And especially if this is done with an association of devotees, we mentioned it yesterday. An association of devotees, this is done. Yesterday we discussed that. All right.
Thank you, Srila Gurudev. The other question is in Hindi, so I'll kindly request Shweta Mataji. She can kindly look at it and translate. In the meantime, we'll ask Hamsadutta Prabhu to kindly unmute himself and ask his question.
Hare Krishna, dear Sri Gurudev. Please kindly accept my respectful obeisances to your lotus feet.
Thank you.
Yeah, Gurudev, forgive me for this question. It's not related to the class, but I really want to ask him have clarification. There's a video circulated where a devotee grew his hair and they cut this hair, and this hair was packaged that they are going to use for Krishna. And there was a discussion going on, and to me, was feeling that how that somebody can use his hair for Krishna. At the same time, there was a lot of devotees who wash his hair, cut it, and package it. And I'm a little bit confused about it. Is it right for somebody grow his hair, wash it, and cut it, and use for Krishna deity, Guru Maharaj? This is my humble question. Hare Krishna.
I've never had this in history of Vaishnavas, that a devotee has cut his or her hair and give to Krishna. I have many things that a devotee will have given something to Krishna and giving gifts to Krishna, but I've not had somebody cutting his or her hair and donating to Krishna to be used. This is an abomination. It is an abomination. I can't believe that this should be done and it's being done and devotees are talking about it. This is an abomination.
Yes, because though I'm new in Vishnu service, but I was thinking what kind of offense, because I've never heard even a guru would cut his hair for Krishna, and there's a lot of devotees involved, so it kind of very, very confusing.
What do you expect? What do you expect when Sudras are in the position? What do you expect? This is the activity of Sudra that we don't have any focus, and we are leading. So they will debate. This is not something I told to sit and talk about it. It's abomination.
Thank you so much. Just thank you.
Hare Krishna. Timai Mataji, or should
I heard that they do in Tirupati. Tirupati, they donate the hair. That's why they're saving their head. You see, they cut their hair and give to Lord Govinda. And they use for Lord Govinda.
No, this devotee is
not you. Madhavi.
So yes, Maharaj, I think they offer it to the Lord, but I don't think they personally use it for the deity, but it's an expression of that they are giving their beauty back to Krishna or something like that. But they do this traditionally for a long time, but I don't know the actual the mood behind it, but they don't use it to the deity. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's a different thing. But this one, yeah, they're going to use it for the Kalachanji in the Dallas. In Dallas, this is wrong. That is wrong. If we are really devotee or humble, I don't see a humble devotee who will like do like this. I know devotee donate their heart, they give so many things to Krishna. But giving your head for Lord Krishna to use. Haribol, Chaganivasho.
Hare Krishna, Srila Guru.
You have any sastric verse where Krishna accepting someone's hair to add to his hair to become beautiful? Want to give one verse from some Purana?
No, I don't have any verse there. But we know from Hari Bhakti Vilas, I think it is, that there are certain things that they are not offerable to the deities. And it is mentioned that one of those is hair, human hair.
Yes. That's why I say it's abomination. It's abomination. It's abomination. Okay, someone is okay, I'm donating my body for some people. That is a different for the Lord. Want to give our head. Why not give our heart? Okay, the devotee who is doing this, how many rounds does he chant? How many principles does he keep?
They are very famous.
Donating here. How many rounds does he chant? How many of the principles does he keep? Anyway, thank you for listening. So what is the next thing? Yes, Jagan Basu.
Yes, Gurudev. Regarding today's lecture, it seems like there is a higher principle when we surrender to the spiritual master and we do something extraordinary. Now, nowadays, that situation for most of us might be difficult to attain, where our lives will be put in such a condition. So I was trying to see if like small kind of sufferings that we accept is also helping us in this regard of surrendering to the Guru, for example, following Ekadashi, or how is it possible for us now to make an attempt to do such kind of big step into faith and to demonstrate our love for.
Yes, first of all, all of us should understand that Krishna will give us taste according to our level. He's not going to go and give this taste for Krishna to us because he knows that it is not our level. He will not do like that. We have been told in time that Krishna will taste us according to our level. He's not going to taste us above our level. So when we hear like this, we didn't hear this many people like this. So it's rare, not a common test. So he will not just do that and any person just come to devotion, just give him or give her. No, he will do it according to our level. So these days we don't expect, we're not so strong, so we don't expect that we have such a heavy test to glorify us. And we have mentioned many times, Krishna will not use conditioned souls to represent him because he won't pass the test. He will use devotees who are on a higher level because they will stand the test and demonstrate the message which he wants to pass to the humanity. All right, I think we can take a break here and continue tomorrow. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
His Bhattacharya Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Wish you a wonderful Krishna conscious day, Krishna night. See you tomorrow in a blissful way. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Srila Gurudev. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this another sweet session. Our Kartik special sessions on Radha Sunya, Missing Mercy. We thank you for staying with us the whole time, and we thank you also for trying to serve Srila Gurudev by following vows on your personal, in your personal lives and trying to serve according to Srila Gurudev's mood. We dearly pray to everyone that we may be able to maintain what we are being taught and put it practically in our lives. So I was your host. My name is Bhakta Kamita, an aspiring disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Damodara Maharaj. And to end our session today, we will have we will have this bhajan. Let me just, yes, we will hear Sri Govinda Damodar Stotram, which is a very powerful offering by one of our acharyas. I forget the name. Just a reminder, those who would like to access what we went through today, especially the going into through reflections, that has been sent on our BDDS Swami updates group. We wish you all the best. We wish you a wonderful weekend, and we pray that your sadhana may be strengthened and may be maintained by Srila Gurudev and our acharyas. Hare Krishna.
Agre kurunam ath pandavanam dushasanena ritavastra kesha. Krishna tadakrosha tadanyanatha Govinda damodara madhaveti. Govinda damodara madhaveti. Govinda damodara madhaveti. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhukaita Bhare Bhaktanukampin Bhagavan Murare. Trayasvamam Keshavalokanath Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Vikretu Kama Kila Gopakanya Murari Padarpita Chitta Vrittihi. Dadyadikam mohavashadavochat Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Ulukhalesam Bhritatandulaamscha Sanghatayantyo Mushalai Pramugdhaha. गायन्ति गोप्यो जनितानुरागा गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति पर्यङ्किका भाजमलं कुमारं प्रस्वापयन्त्यो खिलगोपकन्याः जगुः प्रबन्धं स्वरतालबन्धं गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति रामानुजं वीक्षणकेलिलोलं गोपीगृहीत्या नवनीतगोलम् आबालकं बालकमाजुहाव गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति क्रीडन्तमन्तर्व्रजमात्मनं स्वं समं वयस्यैः पशुपालबालैः प्रेम्णा यशोदा प्रजुहाव कृष्णं गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति